Hi, Zesties. Okay, I'm still kind of trying to figure out the angle, but I feel you can see well enough, right? Anyway, I've been watching the big TikTokers getting big figures on their Crumbl cookies, and they find really shaded places. Like, I'm going to have to find a parking lot around here. Anyway, I hope you're doing wonderful today. I'm doing absolutely terribly, but you know what? And this is whatever. Don't believe the hype at all. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not going to say it's bad. But there's really nothing special about it. It's the Dubai chocolate brownie from Crumbl. But anyway, yes, I'm going to rant about my personal problems. If you don't like it, go away. But you know what? I'm gay, disabled, and homeless. Please follow me out of pity. But anyway, like, I, my living situation is not the best, and the housing crisis in Florida is so insane. I've talked about it before, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay in Florida. And this was the year that I was supposed to get my hip surgery. Now I regret going to the doctors to try to get it because all they do is rip me off. Ever since I've had these problems that I have, they just rip me off. They've been very predatory towards me. I feel like they know that I have a chronic problem and I'm desperate for a cure and I would do anything to, you know what I mean? Like, they know that they can take advantage of me. So, if I end up leaving Florida, I'd have to start paying into a new, like, health plan, like you have to pay your deductibles and out-of-pockets and whatever. I'd have to pay into a new one. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have done this last year when I still had a stable living environment. But I didn't. I think that this is the best today. The s'mores. And I'm very disappointed in Crumbl this week. Like, it wasn't, there were no cookies here that were like good or special to me. But anyway, so I was trying to do it without the AC to not like give you guys background noise or whatever, but oh well. So if I end up leaving Florida, and even just as it is, like, my living situation is so unstable. Wish I would have stayed in my freaking studio. That the surgery thing is just not, it's not looking so I don't know, just the economic situation and my living situation, and I'm alone. Like, I'm a homosexual. You don't know alone unless you're a homosexual. I mean, that's really alone. You know what I mean? Like, I have no one in this life. So, it just is what it is. The economic situation and my life circumstances are so that I don't know if I'll be able to get the surgery. It's caused me a lot of harm, the depression that comes with it, and a lot of that depression is lack of acceptance. That has caused me extreme harm. I have yet to upload the video telling you guys about how I ruined my life, and trust me, I did. My life is ruined. But you know what? And you know, the whole medical system has harmed me greatly. Like I said, they've been very predatory towards me. But you know, I think today is the first day in the 5 years since this has happened that I'm just like, okay, I'm disabled. I have a hip problem. Am I happy about it? No. Am I, you know, excited about life or whatever? No. You know, having this hip problem is hard. Even though you guys saw me dancing, trust me, it's hard for me to do that. But you know, it is what it is. I don't want it to be a focal point in my life anymore. I don't want to, you know, be going to physical therapy for years and years and years and wasting all my money on these predatory doctors and whatever. You know, if they want to do the surgery, do it. Do it now. Do it today. Do it today. Do it tomorrow. I've been disabled for 5 years. But, you know, I'm done. You know, it is what it is. I had my year. It was last year. I messed it up. I'm done paying into the predatory system that is, like, abusing me and causing me harm. So, and I feel like I don't really like the cheesecake today either. Like, someone has told me before that they feel crumble cheesecakes have a sour taste. And I'm kind of like, oh, I kind of get that. You know what I mean? But anyway. Today's the first day in the 5 years since this has happened that I'm like, okay, I'm disabled. I accept it. I may be disabled for the rest of my life. I may, until the day I die, have this genetic hip problem. It's called a hip impingement, for those who think I'm lying. That's something weird, too. Can someone explain this to me? This is a very strange aspect of human nature for me. Even though basically, like, every aspect of human nature is weird to me. But why is it that when you're someone like me, like, I guess, two things. Number one, you cannot really see my disabilities. You could if you saw me, like, walking 24/7. Like, if I took a video of me trying to do a walk, you would notice. Or maybe you'll occasionally see me do this. And you'll be like, what's that? But, you know, unless you're not paying attention, it's like my disabilities are not very visible. You don't even know about everything, man. Blow me up. If you guys ever blow me up and actually get me to a point where I can do this, like, full time, like, this is my job, Oh wow, are you guys gonna hear some crazy stuff? But it's like, okay, number one, you can't see the disabilities, and number two, I don't behave in the same way that the rest of the disabled people do, or I have like a different attitude or whatever. Or like I'm honest about my depression related to this, so they think I'm like throwing a pity party or whatever. When in reality, I'm just like an honest person and don't really care to do this whole, oh, I'm Mr. Macho Alpha, everything's great, I'm fighting till the end, life's perfect, oh, you know what I mean, like, whatever. So there's this assumption that I'm lying, or, when I tell people about this, they're like, oh, you're lying, I don't believe it, or whatever. As if that makes any sense. As if that makes any sense that I would just make it up. But explain that to me, because that's such a weird aspect of human nature for me to like believe that. It's almost like if someone says something that people don't like, or find hard to believe or whatever, especially when it relates to like health, people just say like, you're lying. Like, even like, I hate to mention this, but like, here's a recent example is like Bad Baby, the Catch Me Outside girl. I love her. Hi, if you're watching. I've always loved you. Love her attitude and everything. But, like, she recently had cancer. And everyone in the comments is saying, she's lying, she's lying, she's lying, she's lying, she's lying. And I'm like, that's a weird assumption to make. I would understand if she were doing a GoFundMe, begging for money or whatever. But she's like a multi-millionaire, so why would she have to do that? You know what I mean? But it just shows this weird human nature where like people kind of, if you say anything that is perceived as you looking for sympathy, which that's another weird aspect of human nature. Like that if I speak honestly about my disability, depression, whatever, that I'm automatically looking for, sympathy from you or whatever. It's like, no, that's just what's going on in my life. You know what I mean? That's just what's going on. But if you say anything that is perceived as looking for sympathy or whatever, it's just like, okay, you're lying or whatever, I don't believe it. But it is what it is. Today, August 15th or 16th or whatever day it is, after 5 years of being disabled, I'm such a fatty. If you guys saw all the... Maybe I'm going to have to show you guys that. How much food stuff I have in my car. But today, August 15th or 16th or whatever it is, is the first day that I'm accepting my disabilities. Okay, I'm disabled. I have a hip impingement of the left hip. I may always have this. I may have this till the day I die. I have I have complex regional pain syndrome of the left hand, particularly this finger, middle finger. The only way for me to ever recover would be to get this finger amputated or get this hip surgery that I believe is called an arthroscopy. However, my economic, financial, life, emotional, everything is just not conducive to me getting any of these surgeries. So, you know what? I'm done. I'm done having these physical problems be the focal point of my life. I'm disabled. It's okay. I mean, it's not what I wanted out of life, but this is what I got. So, it is what it is. Today, August 15th or 16th, whatever day it is, I officially accept that I'm disabled. I may be disabled forever. And it is what it is. It is what it is, Zesties. Anyway, bye, Zesties.